First of all, I want to say it again. He's recording me, so he won't be recording you unless you want to be recorded. No.
I
Okay.
got too many people looking for me.
Oh, okay. So, all right, Ed. We want to
Predators mostly.
keep you on the low down. Is that what they say? Okay. So we're going to start off. First of all, I'm going to introduce myself. I think that's probably the important thing to do. My name is Michelle Washington, and I'm a retired nurse. And this is my husband, John Washington, who is retired from lots of stuff.
Former Vietnam vet.
Yes, he is. He
Thank
is.
you for your service, buddy.
There you go. Yes, he is a Vietnam vet.
Yeah, my brother-in-law was in Vietnam.
Oh,
Yeah.
was it? Okay.
Okay. So we are retired. We live in the Holt area. I think I announced this during the luncheon, but I want to just kind of go back over it. We have lived in the Holt area for probably about 40 years, but we do a lot of traveling. And we have been back and forth to California and across the country. Our grandkids live out in California, so obviously we go there a lot.
And
And
it forces you
Huh?
to travel there then.
yes, it does. It forces us to travel there. So we have been presenting what we're going to present with you today, a workshop kind of structured around breathing and laughing. And the idea is to reduce stress. And we've been presenting this for about 25 years. But we stopped doing it a little while ago, probably about 6 years ago, because we just, we're doing other things, involved in other things. As we all, when we retire, we have so many things on our plate. So we stopped doing it. And then John and I were talking recently, and we said, we need to start doing this again. Because this time that we're going through right now, no matter where you are on the political spectrum or social spectrum, it doesn't make any difference. We're all dealing with amounts of
A
stress.
lot of serious stuff.
Yeah, a lot of serious
But
stuff.
The Lord, whether it's good or bad, the Lord says to rejoice in the Lord always. Again,
Again, rejoice. Absolutely. Thank you, Lena. That is true. All right, so what we're going to start with today, we're going to start with just doing some relaxation and breathing. And I'm going to stand up and just demonstrate. You can stand if you want to, or you can stay seated. You can do this in any position. But basically what we're going to do is you might want to just stretch out just a little bit, move away from each other for just a second. And we're just going to swing. Just swing around and loosen up our muscles, loosen up our arm. We don't have to do anything strenuous. Just
You don't
relax your
move very
shoulders.
much.
Hmm?
I'm gonna move in a minute. It's very bad.
Just swinging a little bit.
You must
Remember
remember
this.
this.
A kiss is still a kiss.
Still a kiss.
A smile is still
but
a
a smile. The simple things in life we know as
Time goes by. We know, but we don't remember the lyrics very well, but that's okay.
That's okay. That's okay.
All right, so,
Good.
oh, good, okay.
More the merrier.
So you can have a seat, you can stand, you can do whatever you want. The reason I mentioned that we teach this workshop, basically, sentimental, is that studies have been done over the past, I'm going to say, 75 years from sociologists, from doctors, from medical people, and from those who just work with holistic medicine that shows that a positive attitude and laughter helps us physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and socially. It puts us into a place of being positive and connecting. So that's why we really believe in breathing and laughing. So one of the things that has come through some of the studies, and I'm not going to be real boring with a lot of scientific stuff because John will cut me off if I do that. But I will give you a little bit of background as to why you're here, and that is that it helps with cardiovascular issues. It helps with mental health issues. A lot of research has been done around this. And it helps with making sure that you have an uplifted, positive attitude. Breathing in relaxes our body, helps to lower the cortisol. Now, I know if you've heard of that, cortisol is this terrible chemical within our body that attacks everything. It also helps to produce the chemicals in our body that help our body to be a little bit healthier. So that's as scientific as I'm going to get.
Now, let me have a question. Now,
Sure.
cortisol, isn't that, the good thing about cortisol is that, it helps you be alert.
Yes.
In the event of something coming to you, like
Yes.
back in the caveman days,
The fight or flight response.
Exactly.
Yes, and that is good for us when we need it. Thank you for bringing that up, Ed. That's perfect. That is good for us when we need it, when we have a fight or flight situation in our lives.
It's a good thing.
It is a good thing to have, but what happens with us in our society today, we're not running from dinosaur anymore. We're not chasing,
I haven't
the
seen one
lions out there.
lately.
No, I haven't seen one lately. That's right. And so when we continue to have that fight or flight response, which we do when we get tense, when we're afraid of something, but when we tense up, the cortisol, if it's still there, and if it continues, good morning. And if it continues, then it starts to attack our cells. So yes, Ed, you're absolutely right. Cortisol is a good thing to have in our body. It's a good chemical to have when we need it, but we've got to release it and put it back in its package when we don't need it. So that is why we're teaching stress reduction through breath and laughter. So we're going to do a focused, kind of a conscious breath first. I call it a focused breath. And it doesn't require you to do anything special. You're just going to sit here quietly. Close your eyes if you choose to. And what we're going to do is just breathe in as deeply as you want to. You don't have to go too deep. I say that everybody has to do things at their own pace and their own comfort level. So you breathe in and then exhale. And as we're breathing in, what we want to do is see our breath going into our body. Just kind of vision it going into your shoulders, your neck, your back, anywhere that you hold tension in your body. Just see your breath going in, and as you exhale, see your breath taking that stress out of your body. Once again, just slowly breathing in at your own pace and letting that relax. As we're doing this, you can drop your shoulders, relax your back. And we could just stay doing this until we fall asleep, but then we wouldn't get any further. Ed, you're a trip. Okay. And just one more, just kind of breathe in and let that stress flow away with you. Okay. So one of the things that we like to do is we talk about the syllables of laughter. That's how we usually get started. But I'm going to change it up a little bit today, John, so you're going to see it a little differently. I have done some research of my own, as we have done this for a number of years. And I'm going to ask you, just for anybody, blurt out whatever you like, how many times a day would you say that you laugh?
Couple.
A couple? Okay.
Maybe sometimes more.
Well,
Depends
sometimes
on the
more.
day.
Okay. Anybody else?
About 3 times.
About 3 times a day.
Yeah, I would say,
I think
4
0.
or 5 times,
What I've been doing is I read my Bible,
Mm-hmm.
and then I have notebooks,
Mm-hmm.
and I laugh with those jokes.
Okay. Very good. That's good. All right. Well, research tells us that that adults may laugh on average somewhere between 5 to maybe 10, 15 times a day. Children laugh 300 to 400 times a day. And the reason that children laugh that many times a day is because they're not quite as stressed as we are. They're not carrying the weight of the world, hopefully. Hopefully. Some of our children are stressed today too, but they laugh a lot more than we do. And the reason is they're a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more at comfort with their environment, and they are exploring their environment, and they are amazed by everything that goes on. When do we first learn to laugh? That's a one. We don't learn, by the way. It's inherent.
Parents laugh at you or tickle you and then they laugh.
That's right. That's right. Children learn to giggle when they're about 3 months old. And they will lay in their crib or crawl around or whatever between 3 and 6 months old.
Are we going to giggle now?
Yes, we are, but you can just hang on. So there he goes. So those are the syllables we're going to use for laughter. The first one is the giggle, and that's. Somebody told me I did it too loud before. I used to do it like this. But they said that was too loud, so I go now. So we're going to practice that. We're going to pretend that you're 6 months old, okay? And you're laying in your crib, and somebody comes in and tickles you. Now, if you're embarrassed by this, you can close your eyes.
My wife says,
It's okay.
my wife says, stop being a baby, so I can be a baby.
You can be a baby here if you want to, at least for the next few minutes. We're going to be babies. We're going to just giggle a little. We're going to take that conscious breath in and giggle. Once again. I love that. That's my favorite laugh, by the way. I love to giggle. Okay, so we're all giggling and we're all breathing. And so we're feeling a little bit more relaxed, maybe. We have a researcher who's by the name of Candace Pert who tells us that all of our cells hear our laughter and feel our laughter. That means that if you are allowing yourself to be in a place of laughter and breathing, that you are bathing your cells in a nice, healthy atmosphere. Okay.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
He's a plant,
Remember when you were a kid?
Wait a minute, that's next.
Oh,
Go ahead. Are any of you familiar with Detroit marketing commercials in Detroit?
How about
There's
Faygo?
used to be a commercial on television for Faygo Pop. He's going to sing it for you.
remember when you were a kid? Well, part of you still is, and that's why we love Faygo. You
remember that?
Okay.
And so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to remember when you were a kid. So we're going to grow up a little bit now. We were 3 to 6 months old. Now we're a little bit older. We're going to be about 3 years old. And when we're 3 years old, what happens to us? We're walking around and we're exploring nature. We're exploring the world. And we're just amazed at everything that happens in the world. Are we amazed? Look down there in the grass. Anybody see a worm or a caterpillar down there?
Caterpillar.
Caterpillar. My son
Caterpillars.
calls that me.
Yeah. And those caterpillars are kind of crawling along. And then you look up and there's a flower. A beautiful flower. And landing on that flower is a butterfly. Yes. And so what do? You go over and you scoop that butterfly up.
Carefully.
Very carefully, right? We don't want to hurt it. And then what do we do with that butterfly while we're holding on to it? Yes! We let it go! And we're amazed and thrilled by that feeling of seeing something fly and take off and do something that we may or may not be able to do. We might want to try that.
It's like an expression of freedom, too.
Yes, yes. And it's so much easier to feel that freedom when we are younger. And I keep going back to that because that's what we're going to try and crawl into a little bit today. Try and touch into that. Do you remember when you were a kid? Well, part of you, as the song goes, still is. Part of you lives at a cellular level. Part of you still is a kid. And that's the kid that goes out there with the butterfly. So now we're going to move to the next syllable of laughter. There's he, which we did with the giggle. And now we're going to the next one with his ha. So each one of you right now gets to catch your butterfly. Catch your butterfly. And when you let your butterfly go, take a deep breath as you let him go. Okay, one more time. We're going to catch that butterfly up. Take a deep breath.
I'm glad I came.
I'm glad you came too. All right. You know, one of the favorite things that I like to do to make myself laugh is I like to go to the grocery store, obviously, because we have to go shopping and get groceries. But when I'm standing in a grocery line, I love to stand behind a young mother with a kid that's sitting in the basket, right? And usually the mother is so busy. You know, she's got stuff on her list. She's got stuff to do. And you get in line behind him, and she's pulling stuff off and putting it on. And here's this 2 or 3 year old sitting in the basket, looking around the store. And I'm standing behind him in the line. And I like to do this. I like to play peekaboo. And you know what? Every one of them responds to it. I have not hit a kid yet that didn't respond to that. Let's see, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. You can be either the kid in the basket, or you can be the person behind them. And you're going to do creative things to make that person laugh.
I always used to pretend I was a dog.
All right. Tell us.
And I would sniff Jessica, and then she would laugh.
Is that your daughter or granddaughter? Or?
Yeah, daughter.
Your daughter. Okay. So I want you to pair off here, and I want you to either play peekaboo or make a funny face or whatever it is you choose to do. I think there's 3 of you here, so you can work together if you want to, or John can work with one of you. But what we're going to do is either play peekaboo or make a funny face. Be creative. Now remember, this is a 2-year-old you're working with, 2 or 3 year old.
You're going to turn this way and do your peekaboo. Do peekaboo to the camera. Okay. All right. Peekaboo.
All right, now I didn't hear any boisterous laughing coming because there you go. I like that one.
How about the other syllables?
What others? I'm getting there.
Okay.
That was ha. We did ha with the butterfly.
Okay.
Okay. So he's trying to get me to tell you the 3 syllables all together because that's what we usually do. So we say that when you start to read, you go, first things you learn are A, B, and C. And when you learn to count, you start with 1, 2, and 3. And when you learn to laugh, you start with ha, ho, and he. Yes. So we've done the he, which is the giggle. And we've done the ha with our butterfly. And now the reason John is pushing me along is because this is his favorite. You know, the ho comes with what? Santa Claus. Absolutely. So you stand up. If you're comfortable standing up, you can do it sitting down as well. It's up to you. And we kind of take a deep breath in and kind of jiggle, jiggle. Okay. Yes. And once again, when we finish our laughs, we do nice cleansing breath. Okay. So, now have a seat again if you like. Now, the thing about the 3 laughter syllables, I know. Isn't that great? That's what technology does for us. I had to check mine twice this morning to make sure I had turned it off because mine will it beeps on all sorts of things. I get, reminders from the pharmacy to come pick up my medications. Reminders from every doctor I go to that I have a doctor's appointment. Reminders from, people that we Facebook with or message with, and here's what I'm doing today. What are you doing?
Church prayer chain.
Yes, church prayer chain, all of that. Okay, so each one of the laughters that we're doing is really a target for a different part of the body. So we hear the syllables, we hear the he, which is the giggle, and the giggle really exercises our face. So we start that with and see what muscles you're using when you giggle. And remember to take a breath in. Always take that cleansing breath before you start. So that's exercising our face. Our ha, which we did with our butterfly, when we let our butterfly go. That is an exercise for our diaphragm, for our lungs. We take a deep breath in. And need I say, the third syllable, the ho, 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 is for the belly. Ho, 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 ho. And we take the deep breath in. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, you guys are good laughers. I like this. Okay, so the expected results from this type of exercise is going to be, as we talked about very first, is letting go of that fight or flight experience, letting go of it, letting that chemical reaction that comes with it, as we were talking about, as Ed was saying, you let that decrease. That just kind of flows down. Mm-hmm. And so as the cortisol, the chemical in our body, decreases, the endorphins increase. And the endorphins are made up of the chemicals that I was mentioning before that help to bathe our cells in a good, healthy atmosphere so that we're decreasing a lot of disease processes. Now, I mentioned earlier that this is great for cardiovascular. This is because you're doing some breathing, you're getting good oxygen in your body, it's moving through your body, moving through your veins. It's good for our emotional state of mind. Here's the thing that's really important. While we are focused on the things that are making us stressed, while we're focusing on the nightly news, or, see, you tensed right up, didn't you? Tensed right up. While we're focusing on the things that are going on in the world that we would prefer not to see, I'll put it that way, we are still creating that cortisol effect the entire time we're doing that. So we need to take time out during the day to do what we're doing right now, and that is to allow the healthier chemicals to bathe us. One way to do that is to start out first thing in the morning. What's the first thing you do when you get up in the morning?
Yawn.
Yawn. Okay.
Brush my teeth.
Brush my teeth. Okay, where do you go to brush your teeth?
I look in the mirror.
You go to the bathroom. You
I
look
go
in the mirror.
bathroom.
I was going to say, usually when I've done this with a group before, I'll say, what is the first thing you do in the morning? And they say pee.
Yeah, that's
We don't want to say it, but, it's what we do. But, yes, go ahead.
When I get up, I put the armor of God, and then I say, Father, I love you. Yeshua, I love you. Holy Spirit, I love
Love
you.
it.
What, I want to work in your kingdom. What do you want me to do today?
That's a great way to start the day, Lena.
wow.
That
Yeah.
reminds me of a Disney song I learned. You got to
Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, latch on to the affirmative, and don't mess with Mr. In Between.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
I love that.
To me, the way I become positive is, I think everybody should read the Bible.
Okay.
And I concentrate how much my Savior, my Father loves me and the Holy Spirit. The Father sent Jesus. Jesus died for me. And then he sent the Holy Spirit. I'm never alone. I am a widow, but he's my husband. And the Holy Spirit is with me all the time, guiding me.
And Lena, you bring up an excellent point for those who have a spiritual connection, because it is important for those who have a spiritual connection to rest in that belief. For those who may or may not have the same spiritual connection, there is a belief place for everyone. So, whatever you believe, whatever you hold dear, and whatever you hold as your, as your system of belief, that is very important to rest in that, as important as it is to breathe. Now, I don't want to preach our belief system because my husband is a minister. I'll just tell you that first off, so we're not hiding anything. And I'm what is known as a pastoral nurse.
Yes.
That means that for the people within our congregation, it is my job to go and work with them on how they take their belief into the doctor's office. And I recommend that for everyone, actually, whatever your belief system might be, that you're able to bring that with you when you go into your doctor's office so that your doctor is not saying to you, that prayer is not part of your healing process. But laughter is also, yes, I've had doctors tell me that before. But the important piece here that we're talking about is laughter. Like I said, it is part of our physical, mental, emotional, social, and spiritual. So we bring that positivity to whatever part of our life. Those 5 aspects that I'm talking about are known as what it's holistic medicine. Meaning when we treat someone as a nurse or as a doctor, we do not treat just the physical. We treat the entire person, and all of that falls into it. So thank you, Lena, for leading us that way. Okay, so we've done our peekaboo in the store. We've done our Santa Claus laugh. We've done our giggle. We've done our breathing.
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, we did ho, ho, ho. I know you want to do it again. I started off this part of the conversation saying, though, what is the first thing you do in the morning? So we're talking about exercises, we're talking about laughter exercises, and we're talking about putting more laughter into our day. So how many of you get up and go into the bathroom? John mentioned that one of the things that he does in the morning is he brushes his teeth. Usually we brush our teeth over the sink in front of the mirror.
Right.
Right. So what do you see when you look in the mirror first thing in the morning?
Wrinkles.
Okay.
I see a lot of wrinkles and gray hair.
Mm-hmm. And
I see my face.
I
Nice
see,
smile. Nice
I
smile.
see a child of God saved by the sea.
I know you do,
Oh.
Lena. I know you do. I know you do. Does anybody go in there and see their hair sticking up?
I was gonna say. How
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah, I got bed head. And those wrinkles seemed suddenly to become more overnight. Where did they come from? That crease in the side of your face from laying on the pillow and that bed head that you have and all of that. That is where we start our laughter. We start our laughter first thing in the morning. We walk in, we look in the mirror and say, who is that? And why is she looking at me like that? I don't know about any of the rest of you, but John and I talk about this all the time. My mother, God bless her soul and rest her soul, moved on to eternity many years ago. But when I look in the mirror, I see my mother. I've looked more and more as I have matured.
Yeah.
I look more and more like my mother. And so I have a conversation with her in the morning. What are you doing here? Anything that will get you to start a little bit of giggle in the morning. Let's giggle at ourselves in the mirror in the morning. We love to laugh. Okay. So, any questions about anything that we've talked about so far?
Well, what strikes me is just